shout out to a really cool anime I haven't seen yet, but the premise is interesting enough that I want to be involved. It's called Promising Neverland, about these kids that live in like an orphanage or a foster home or something, and a couple of the kids find out that they are being raised for their meat, and that all of the family, all the adults involved want to eat the kids because they're monsters, and that idea that adults don't have your best interest at heart is really fucking scary. And that's something that this really does really well.
Floating televisions. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean land is nearby?
I would hope eventually.
And then Noah saw floating television.
The rest of this is we float for 45 minutes.
Gotta have something to keep you interested. Oh, that was the menu.
Yeah, I click for my brain. I'm like, oh wow, we have a lot of this game left to go.
It's a boardwalk.
It's a what?
We're in Jersey.
Mind the horrors, please. Joycey. One of the characters in Hoonie Pop has a Jersey accent, but she's also the one that has a penis. That's not related, those two things. I'm just promoting facts as we take this 3-minute boat ride.
I don't know why this made me. Actually, no, I do remember when we were listening to the menu. I kept thinking, someday I want to watch the '80s Tim Burton Batman with you.
I do also. Here, there's a button for this. I hope I can find it.
I think it was curvy dark architecture. That was it.
Fuck, come here. I want to do the thing. There we go. Hold R to hold hands.
Move faster.
I don't have. She'll follow me, but I just like the people really thought it was heartwarming that there's a button dedicated to holding hands.
Okay, that's cute.
It is cute. This also makes you want to do more depth, but that's less a mechanical thing and more to help you feel like you're in an entire world. Falling. Oh, I forgot. That's also the end of the chapter. That sailing segment is technically part of the first chapter, so now we have to wait some.
Okay. I'm liking this.
Okay. There's one consideration I have is that this game might peak too early.
Oh, look. Not a hanging... Wait, was that a hanging person?
I don't know. And we're going to find out. This game has a lot of themes, and you're worried that they're going to do one of them poorly, and the jury's still out. I don't know how I feel about any of this shit. Sometimes I'm not...
Have they all been raptured?
That's kind of the feeling I'm getting, but there's a lot of like visual motifs that don't maybe scan as well. With one big one coming up, but we'll talk about it like down the road. Oh, this is like one of those art pieces back when the muck, or not the muck, but like our art center.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So there are cool moments here where you can't both get up there, so she will stop grabbing. So you will have the opportunity for her to get up here.
Have you ever told anyone the channel about the muck art pieces?
They're very like tiny. You know,
well, it was like so. We went to a university where the art department made a deal with its students that when you graduate, you have to donate
one of your
pieces to the university.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And so the university's hallways were filled with artworks that the students didn't much want to keep.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's clearly everybody's least favorite piece of art.
Yeah, not exactly their best.
Yeah, no, they're trying new things, and it's got a very, not avant-garde, but it's got a very rough. I've never called art rough before, but it's got a very rough aesthetic to it.
Like, this is something I tried.
And whenever somebody says mixed media, that's what it sounds like. Oh, I'm gonna fall.
You say it like that, like it meant mixed results.
Oh, that's sad. No, don't. I don't want mixed media. There he is, by the way. I don't want mixed media to feel like a shit, like that, the catch-all for the children who weren't loved, you know? I don't want it to be like that. I mean, you can mix media, just don't mix bullshit with bullshit. Like, have a purpose to your art. Whee! There you go.
You're so good, grab my hand.
The decrepit, breaking, currently decaying building freaks me out.
Does each level have a different hanging thing?
No. Oh god, look at how fucked up that is! It's like he hung himself and then was raptured. That's fucked up. By the way, I'm sorry.
It's a very starchy collar.
I'm sorry I gave you... Yeah, it looks like something is holding his shirt together. Oh. Alright, here we go. There's this
That's why the TVs are broken.
there are some through lines about the TV and what it means, and I have a small like observational rant here in a bit. Yeah, I get huge Poltergeist vibes from this. Oh, that didn't take too long. Awesome. There's this through line about television and mankind's subservience to it, I think. But let me ask you if you feel this.
That's a little. It feels kind of dated, if that's the message.
Here's what it is that even before I allowed this game to try something with that motif, I think that the TV controls you motif. I'm not even saying that's what they were going for, but the TV controls you motif has been done so poorly so many times in my life that when somebody even presents a TV in a way that might be metatextual or subtextual, I turn my brain off. I'm like, no, nobody has ever been able to do it right. Stop trying.
And even when like that visual motif, like you referenced Poltergeist.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that the TV controls you in Poltergeist, it's just that there's something in there.
Yeah. The idea of
watching.
static being a go. The first time it did something shitty was in Fear.com. There was the static of the horror of the static, and White Noise is the movie I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Excuse
and
me.
that's, I mean, I love the buildup of that. Wait,
This is a spooky place.
Are we thinking about I'm thinking about a movie that stars Michael Keaton.
Maybe when you record White Noise,
okay, so
you can hear ghosts or whatever.
Yeah, and this movie, his wife has recently died, and he thinks he's getting messages from his wife in the static.
Yeah.
And I really liked the build-up of the movie, not so much the payoff.
Get in there.
Yeah, but there is a visual aesthetic I like about crappy TVs and the static and the noise that hits me right in the middle of the brain.
Uh-huh. All right, let's go back to this.
But when you get preachy with the image, I think it fails.
I think it's so easy to get preachy and to be preachy in general. I can't push that. That's a wall. It's yeah. You pick this ball up.
Don't like when you stack people.
You stack. Look at how they're barely holding on. Like that one on the right is very not whimsical, but the first game I called Burton-esque in a bad way. This is a Burton-esque game in a good way, and the line there is extremely blurry about what qualifies.
Hopefully, early Burton.
Yeah. I didn't have to turn it off, but that was supposed to signify to you the answer to the puzzle. Also, when you throw things at other things and there's a goal of what you need to hit, generous auto-aiming this time. So you don't have to futz around with, look at this, this is fucked up! What do you think this is?
Is there a door to leave, or is this just walled off?
No, we got it. Oh, whoa, shit. Not at first. Hey, come here. Where the fuck is my friend who I need to leave this room?
How would you normally enter this room?
It's supposed to be like a detention chamber. And
that is fucked.
Give me my friend.
I want to touch the light bulb. Let me touch the light bulb. Oh, the floor.
Woo! Alright. Let's get going. Last time I told you no jump scares. I can't say that this time. Especially because even if
last time you lied.
Yeah, that's why I'm not saying it this time.
You shouldn't have said it the first time.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not saying... I'm getting credit because I'm not doing that thing I did last time. Last year, I burned the couch down, and I got in trouble. This time, I'm earning points with my parents by outright stating that I will not burn the couch.
The one time... I'm trying to remember. I think the one time you told me no jump scares, and it was almost correct, was It Follows. Yeah. But there's one jump scare. And it's the worst scare in the movie.
It's the best worst, depending on what you're feeling.
Well, okay. It's the worst... It's the worst thing in It Follows, and that's not that bad.
Yeah. The biggest scare, we'll call it for the sake of nomenclature. That's alchemy, right? I don't know what nomenclature means. I think that's where a word... That's etymology. What the hell is nomenclature?
Just naming of things.
Okay. All right, well, I'm good at nomenclature. I like making gnomes out of clay. It's great. All right.
Look, it's that etymology right there.
The set designs in this chapter are fucking fantastic. Exhibit A.
Okay, now we went from... Kevin!
Does it make you feel better or worse that literally every person in the universe has made that joke? Okay.
Because, I'm sorry, Kevin owns the buckets.
Kevin owns the buckets. Okay, you can watch out, though.
Kevin!
Nice callback. Like a really low effort
What the
callback.
who was that?
We'll find out.
Why aren't you close? So was that a trap, or...
That one thing there, the swinging Kevin?
Sometimes it just seems like things are naturally hanging.
What the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? Oh.
Okay, these are traps.
Yeah,
These are
yeah, those are clearly, yeah, they're just pots and pans and shit.
So maybe all the hanging televisions was traps for an armada of zombies or something.
I think zombies are a little played out, but we'll get to... Oh, help me open the door!
Took a while. I'm
I forgot. There's nothing in that room, which is funnier to me. There's like a collectible or some shit. There's a spider bear on your face, Harry. Oh god, I love that guy who I always get mad that my wife doesn't know the name of, but it's not coming to me right now. Oh god, here. Oh, look at that camera! Follow me. It's so cool.
The sound of a tool chest falling down the stairs.
Where are we going? Hey, you like visual puns?
No. Excuse me. That was so fucking stupid and blunt. I love it.
When I was reading the TV tropes, like visual pun, I'm like, where the fuck in this game is there a visual pun?
I like to think that in game that was the kids. Like that was
their fun. Like,
that's
oh,
the kids.
It's gonna be so funny when he dies. I mean, he won't get it because he'll be dead, but it'll be so fucking funny. Ah!
This time we fear the children. What is wrong with your heads?
We'll find out once they leave. I was so worried that I had fucked that up and I was dead, but it really well disguises itself as a cinematic.
Their skulls were cut in half, right?
Yeah, they're
had hollow cups for heads.
That's a good point. I'm not gonna spoil anything for you, but let me show you why they have weird cup heads. They are porcelain children. I don't know why, and we're gonna figure out why as a group, you and I. First, I'm gonna put this down. Okay. I forgot to. I knew I had to get out of the way. I forgot how. Okay.
I'm sorry. I know there was something visceral about getting shot in the head. There's something so comic about the ragdoll physics of a giant bucket.
Especially because my children look like if you fell, you'd have to pay $8 for them in a Nevada gas station. Here.
Come at me.
Oh, that's so satisfying.
Oh.
If there's one thing this game is phenomenal at, it's making something that isn't scripted look scripted. And that was one of them. It's like he perfectly walks in and yeah.
God, that was good.
Yeah, there's a lot more head smashing in this chapter, which I really enjoy.
That's what I like about My Little Nightmares. A little bit of doom.
A little bit of doom. Headshot. All right, let's go explore some more.
Tear.
Rip and tear their souls apart. Oh, hey, here's that sound from another room.
Oh, something large.
Fuck! I fucked it. Okay, we're about to be eaten by children, but let me just try to run away because it's scary when I do that. I fucked it. I fuck it that same way every time. But let me give you a proper introduction to what the hell's going on here. Haley said this when I was playing. You know what the scariest part about this is? She doesn't appear to be writing anything of meaning on the board.
But you will pay attention to it, children.
Yeah, but she will turn her
Notes.
head back and write, and then I'll sneak one more time. I think I can make 2 gaps, but I don't want to do this more than once.
Oh, you're one of those teachers who basically just writes their own notes on the board and says nothing. You are a horrible teacher.
All right, hide. Okay. Let's see if we can grab this key. Alright. Yeah, what's going on, everybody?
I don't know why we keep making the Tim Burton references.
I don't know what's going on, everybody.
Yeah.
That was a cool way to be hidden and then also realize you are additionally fucked. Like, oh, a teacher, whatever. God, that's spooky.
A giraffe teacher, I'm fucked.
I'm gonna have to give her some berries. It's gonna be a whole thing. This is so fucking scary. It's
Why am I going back?
I have to go back. I grabbed the key because I passed an elevator that required a key.
She gonna spank me.
I don't get out of there. Look at her fucking creepy face. Hiding under the desk because that's the best place for me to go to not get my ass beat. No, yeah.
They're passing "Do you like me?" notes checkbox.
Checkbox, yes, no, get me out of here, please. Kevin! You feel about that Kevin joke the way I felt about playing Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, where I'm like, it looks like Vladimir Putin. And you know what the worst thing is? Well, don't turn around. Yes, okay. You know what the worst? No, son of a B.O. Ooh, careful, just be a little bit careful.
You were saying about Pootie?
Yeah, I was like, oh, the main character of Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy looks like Vladimir Putin. Ha! By the time we get to this game, everybody will have fucking made that joke.
There are just some instinctual jokes
Are you ever just
you make on impulse.
You're just so like. Here's the thing: is that in the movie Better Watch Out, where the guy gets his head exploded by a paint bucket, that
they know what they were doing.
But they were clear. Yeah, in universe they were referencing Home Alone, but then there's another layer of text to it, which is they're referencing the people when they talk about the movie. They're referencing the fact that they were themselves referencing Home Alone. Isn't it cool how a piece of media references another piece of media, Tarantino style?
Yeah.
How's it?
Also criticizing that, like, no, their skulls would be
But they were talking.
crushed.
Yeah, they were actually myth busting it. It felt very Tarantino. There's a scene in Family Guy where after they finish the thing, Peter and Joe and his friends are like, yeah, don't turn around, cocksucker. They're like, yeah, I can really go. Fuck, stop.
He doesn't have a head, okay? Sorry, his attention is a little scattered.
The short of it is, they're like, I could really go for a Big Bopper, and Quagmire's like, fuck, I know what we're talking about. Stop making fake names. I never went to Catholic school, but I don't turn around. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. Give me a second. But people have had these stories about these really, like, not abusive, but, like, very strict nun teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking run. And this just seems like a hyperbolization of that. Like, you had a school teacher that you were afraid of.
Most of my extended family went to Catholic school. Yeah, that's not an exaggeration.
Oh, okay. All right. Also, the game is out now. You know she has a stretchy neck, but when she was at the chalkboard, it felt almost like her head unnaturally moved a little bit too much before she turned her rest of her body back to the book. It was a cool little detail. This kid is in detention, but it's like a fucked up detention. I don't know what the fuck. God, it's so fucking.
What's he been drawing?
He's drawn eyeballs, which was the motif of the previous game.
You got your ass kicked by a guy made out of porcelain.
Yeah, well, fuck him. I mean, he was really tied up and spooked. Here, come here. Also, it helps that the chalk drawing gives you an idea of his range in a really organic way.
Yeah, that is nice. That is really nice.
Come back. It's like the Tom and Jerry cartoon. One time I'm gonna get it wrong, Fuck! That's the worst
2
part.
times are gonna make it worse.
That's the worst part about that
This is
mechanic.
the first time you didn't miss.
Okay. You gotta be it's really precise. And the worst thing is that once you miss once, you know you're about to eat shit.
How did he get up there?
How did he get? He probably crawled on the thing.
Oh, persistent little guy.
Oh,
I admire your craft, dude.
Come here. Boom!
Got it? Yeah!
Oh, that was so God.
That is ultra satisfying.
There's focus on some nasty shit. Look, cupboard. Look at those gnome heads from the previous game.
I thought those are Dunce's hats.
They could be. They double. It's interesting. Nobody ever does that anymore. I mean, of course, like calling a kid shitty and stupid, like that's not gonna help him learn not to behave. Oh, we knocked some shit over. Oh, I fell.
Oh, the fact that the shadow. Oh, it's a perfect way to remind you of, like, by the way.
Here's a fucking thing she can do. I slid and it didn't give me the right.
We're so used to the idea that walking on scaffolding above the enemy is safe.
Yep. Come on, hide.